My name's Michael Reid, and I got hooked on philosophy at about the age of 13 when I picked up Plato's Symposium, and it made me realise there was more to life than just work and death and school and that sort of thing. And I've been studying philosophy ever since, a sort of perpetual student of it. Philosophy in the Park is a series of explorations between myself and everybody who's there of life's most important questions. What makes life worth living? And there are so many different aspects from which that comes. So it's all of those things, and it's so wide and varied that we've had over 100 so far, and we're still looking at new stuff. So Philosophy in the Park aims to open philosophy up to everybody. Philosophy can enrich life enormously, and it has of late been a very elitist thing that happens in a university somewhere. And really, if you look to people like Socrates, he spoke philosophy in the market. If you look at Zeno of Citium, he discussed philosophy in Athens' equivalent of the Queensgate Centre. And so it really is making the benefits of philosophy available to whoever wants to come and avail themselves of it. So Vegetarian Soup of the Soul is really looking at something which we've really overlooked in philosophy. It's interesting. Philosophy, you think, well, what life's great big questions, justice, and all of the aspects of mental resilience and that kind of thing. And actually food is one of the most fundamental human things, and it's not just feeding the body. If it was just feeding the body, we would have a portion of starch, a portion of fat, a portion of vitamins, and that would be it. It's central to what it is to be a human being. It's a part of our social life, how we work our relationships. What do you do on a date? You go out for a drink or to eat. And that's more than just feeding the body. So it's looking at how that works for the human being. So that's going to be in the City Gallery, where there's a wonderful exhibition at the moment about food, and it's in the back of the gallery, so you just keep going through and you'll find us all there. It's going to be taking place on the 3rd of November in the evening at 7 o'clock, and it's going to be a great event. Do come along. The economics of food is asking the question which most of us ask ourselves at some time of life, is why, when there's enough food produced in the world for 12 billion people, do 1.5 billion people in the world go hungry? Why is it that some people have access to high quality food and yet other people have to make do with the lowest quality food available? What is the economic driver that makes that happen? Why can't we have an equality of food as much as possible? Why do people have to starve? And it's one of the biggest questions that we have to answer as a human race, and we're really failing to answer that question. So John's going to be looking at that question. He's going to be looking at where the economic system that we are currently operating under fails, and any possible ways in which it could be made to work better. John's an economist. He worked as a professional economist for his entire working life. He's now retired, but he's always been a student of philosophy and also a student of economics. So he's able to bring an extra dimension to economics, a human dimension to economics, and that's what he's planning to do in this talk. The economics of food is taking place in the City Gallery, which is in the back of the museum, and it's all the way through this fantastic exhibition on food that's going on at the moment, which you've got to see anyway. It's taking place on the 10th of November at 7 p.m.